They say silence is the absence of sound, but what if silence is the echo of a scream that has long since faded? What if it is the sound of an entire world? A world of instinct, of grace, of primal force that simply ceased? We are here to talk about a silence that should not exist. The silence of the African savannas, where the shadow of the western black rhinoceros once roamed, and where it now walks no more. Diceros bicornis longipes in 2011. But his disappearance was not a sudden vanishing, it was a slow, documented decay. For centuries, this magnificent creature, a behemoth with a length of up to 3.75 meters, a weight of up to 1,400 kilograms, and a notoriously poor vision compensated by an almost supernatural sense of smell and hearing, was a cornerstone of its ecosystem. It wasn't just an animal, it was an architect of the land. With its massive body, it carved out wallows that became watering holes essential for other species. By consuming a staggering 23.6 kilos of vegetation a day, it fertilized the soil with its dung, feeding beetles and nourishing the very earth. It was a keystone species, a living engine of the savanna. But we, in our profound myopia, saw not a living architect, but a dead commodity. The fate of this animal was sealed not by the might of a lion or the swiftness of a predator, but by the insidious, invisible hand of human delusion. Its horn, prized in Asian traditional medicine for properties it does not possess and valued as a symbol of status and wealth, became its death warrant. Made of nothing more than keratin, the same protein in our own fingernails and hair, this worthless substance on the black market fetched a price between 40,000 and 60,000 euros per kilogram, rivaling gold and cocaine. Think about that for a moment. A myth, a fabrication of culture, became a financial incentive so powerful it extinguished an entire lineage of life. We traded a living, breathing miracle for a piece of keratin, and now the world is poorer for it. In the silence that followed is a profound one. It is not just the absence of a thundering hoof or a deep, guttural bellow, it is an ecological void. The functions this titan performed, shaping the landscape, cycling nutrients, creating habitats, are now vacant. This extinction was not just the loss of a population, it was the irreversible destruction of a unique genetic heritage. We did not just lose an animal, we lost a library of genetic information, a unique blueprint of survival that can never be recovered. And in its absence, the entire ecosystem it once supported has become more fragile, more vulnerable, more hollow. The tragedy is not just the death of the rhinoceros, it is the slow, subsequent decay of the world it left behind. But its death, though a tragedy, can be a teacher, for we are not powerless. The survival stories of the white and Indian rhinoceroses prove that conservation is possible. We are learning to value these animals not as commodities, but as partners. We are learning that the future of the rhinoceros, and perhaps our own, depends on our ability to transform the very relationship we have with the natural world, from one of exploitation to one of guardianship. The silence of the savannas is a stark reminder, but it is not a final word. It is a prologue, a warning that the fate of the remaining species rests squarely on our ability to act with intelligence and finally with compassion.